Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. Thank you for joining me wherever you were joining me. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. And if you're joining me on the YouTube channel, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. My head is all over the place this morning because I feel like the advent of social media has made everything an announcement, and not everything needs to be an announcement. Not everything has to be put in a look at me, look at what I'm about to do thing. I know in the media game sometimes perception can be the reality, and as such, we have to continue to promote ourselves if we want to raise up the ranks. Many people are in positions not necessarily because of talent, but because of followings. They're following. And many of those guys and girls were able to manufacture followings before they started cracking down on following manufacturing. And that has afforded some people a leg up in this world. But not everything is an announcement. Not everything is in need of a just want to share the news with you guys type of thing. I think one of the traits of quality workers is the ability to put their head down and just work. Right? The ability to just put your head down and work. We don't always you don't always need to produce the big announcement. In fact, I think it actually cheapens your big announcements when you try to announce everything. For instance, I've been working as a writer at The Athletic now for almost 3 years, almost 3 seasons, 3 football seasons. Or I'm going into my 3rd football season. Or full football season, excuse me. There was never an announcement. There was never a, hey, happy. You know why? Because the reality of it is that's not where I want to be. Like, not at The Athletic, but that's not it for me. Like, because that's not all I do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if I make the, hey, proud to announce that I'm now a writer with The Athletic, and hey, proud to announce that I'm a writer with Giants Country, and proud to announce that I'm a writer with footballgameplan.com, and proud to, like, if everything is announcement after announcement after announcement on what I consider to be small wins, small steps, but not the ultimate big step that I want to have happen. And I just continue, at some point, people get announcement fatigue, right? You ever see the people who have like multiple babies and they have the giant baby shower for every baby, and people are like, yo, you got 3 kids already. Come on. What you still out here rolling out these baby showers for? Because I think in some respect, people understand, after that first baby, you kind of have down the big essentials of what you need in order to be a parent, right? You have down all of those things. So every other baby shower after that, it's like, well, what am I getting you? You don't need a crib. You don't need a stroller, right? You don't need that little bat. You've kept all of that stuff from the other babies. And so there is nothing for me to add in order to help you be better at your job, baby 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So for me, I look at these announcements and I'm like, is this really an announcement, or should you just give us what you're going to give us. Like, show us what you want to show us. Like, humility, or excuse me, celebrating small victories doesn't have to be for everybody to consume. It can be, and again, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I'm just giving you my opinion on it. But the small victories, the small wins, don't have to be for everybody to consume. If it's going to change your life, okay. If it's going to change your life, okay, share it with us. If you're leaving a job to take another job that uproots your life, share it with us. If you're going from being the cornerbacks coach at this high school to the cornerbacks coach at another high school, I don't really know if that's worth an announcement. I don't know if that's worth, putting up a whole post about how you're grateful to the other team and you're looking forward to the new team. Because really, like, if it doesn't change your life, I assume you're still going to be in the lives of those young men that you were coaching at this one school. If it's something that's going to have a massive shift or a big shift in your life, yes. Because the people who follow you, the people who believe in you, it might affect them. But if it doesn't, then let's just get back to work. Let's get to work. And then allow us to really and truly celebrate and enjoy those legitimate wins. Those wins where we go, yo, that's dope. Right? There's a difference between that's cool and yo, that's dope. As younger people might be like, yo, why is he using that's dope? Because that's my lingo. That's what I use. But the idea is that I want to be able to, and I know other people do. They may not say it because I say things people think. I say the things that people think all the time. And I want to be able to celebrate real wins. Heard a sports anchor that I shouldn't say sports anchor. It was official. She is the sports editor. Leaving one station to go back to another station in her hometown. That's an announcement. That's a massive shift, right? That's a massive shift. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate what you've done here. Let's congratulate you on this new opportunity and wish you well. Let's see what you do in the new space. That's something to announce. Hey, I went from, I went from writing 2 articles to writing 3 articles a week. Not really worth. Not really. I went from this online publication to this same to this similar online publication in the same capacity. Nothing really changed. I'm still writing about the exact same thing. Other than I want people to know where to follow me at, which they'll know when I start producing content. Not really that big a deal. Let's get back to work. Right? Let's get back to work. The work always speaks. The work always speaks. Because when we get wrapped up in making announcements about everything, we lose the real. We lose the fire. We lose the prestige of the announcement. We lose the prestige of the announcement. I think it's crazy, right, that the Buffalo Bills would make an announcement that they've cut the punter accused of rape of a 17-year-old when they knew This man had potentially committed this crime before they ever drafted him. The audacity to make an announcement, right, that says this is bigger than football, when you, the NFL and the NFL's investigative arm, this NFL investigative arm that went so far as to find out so much about Deshaun Watson that they felt that he needed to be suspended for a season or more. These investigators that have been notoriously hailed as some of the best in the country, that if you get to the NFL, they've already researched everything about your background, that they know everything. You're telling me that these people did not know that this punter had potentially raped a young 17-year-old. You're telling me that the Buffalo Bills didn't know. Let's say they didn't know, right? They had to receive word pretty quickly. Once they had him as a punter, they had to receive word really quickly. Why did it take the young lady having to come out with a civil suit? Mind you, this isn't like the Watson case. In the Watson case, those ladies tried to extort him for money, or a young lady tried to extort him for money, was unsuccessful, then filed a civil suit. The civil suit then began to get legs because other ladies climbing on the money did the same thing. It was only then that a actual investigation, criminal investigation, was opened in two different places. Neither one of them, when stood upon a grand jury, went to trial. Both said, nope, not enough evidence. We don't see it here. In a case where most of the time all you need is hearsay. This was a situation where this young lady went to the police the day after the incident happened, filed the report. The investigation has been ongoing, and we're supposed to believe that the Buffalo Bills knew nothing about this? That the Buffalo Bills had no knowledge? That the NFL security knew nothing? I'm sorry, it's hard for me to believe until it comes out publicly, and now the Buffalo Bills feel like they need to make an announcement. It's such a hollow announcement. That's such a lame announcement. Essentially, you're making an announcement and you're saying that it's more than football, but what you're really saying is, well, it's public now. Everybody knows now. And so now that everybody knows, we gotta step away. No. Real integrity is never drafting him in the first place. Real integrity would be, hey, we know about it, but we believe he's innocent, so we're going to stand by him. That would be real integrity. Either way, I'm okay with it. Because guess what? That young man deserves his day in court the same way that everybody else deserves their day in court. Innocent until proven guilty still exists. So I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt as far as innocent until proven guilty, but the NFL can't operate in the way that they've operated and give that man. So you can't come back on the back end and say, oh, well, it's bigger than football, and make an announcement about it like you've done something great when you put yourself in this situation in the first place. Not everything's an announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Not everything is an announcement. It's time to get back to work. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Talk Spicy. I'm Coach Gene Clemens. To do this thing a few times a week. Rate the show, comment, agree, disagree, but whatever you do, keep it spicy. 5-star ratings are appreciated. If you're joining me on the YouTube channel, like, subscribe. If you're joining me on Spotify, 5 stars or nothing. Until next time, peace.